everyone, it is Monday morning, so it is time for our tone up class. So if you're joining me this morning, that would be wonderful. If you're doing this later on, brilliant, but it's a great way to get your week off to a good start. Now, it's not really aimed at people who have any issues or injuries at the minute, so do make sure that you are fit and well to do this. It might be better if you're not 100% to maybe try our class on Wednesday, which is our sort of mindful, gentler relaxation class. Okay, so all you're going to need today is a mat, or if you haven't got a mat, a towel to work on only when you're lying down, so don't do any standing work on a towel because it might slide out from underneath you and that would be awful. So just have it ready to one side, and then just make sure that your area is nice and clear so there's nothing that you're going to trip over or hurt yourself on. So you're taking responsibility for your body during this workout today, and making sure that you stay safe. So we don't want to work through pain or discomfort or bring on symptoms of anything. So like I said, do make sure that you are fit and well to take part in this today. Okay, is it time? Very, very nearly. So who have we got in? Catherine and Susan, lovely. Okay, are you ready? Right, it is past. I'm going to pop the music on and we'll make a start. Okay, so if you could, bring yourselves into good standing posture. So that's heels under your hip bones. Just check that your toes are level, your feet are parallel. Okay, and then we want to find the center of the heel. So if you're a bit rolled in or a bit rolled out, just see if you can find the middle. Then let's take a breath in and stand tall. As you exhale, try and stay tall and feel how that connects your center. So let's take another breath in. And a breath out. Staying tall. Now let's just turn the chin over one shoulder. Tuck it down towards your collarbone. Lift. Turn to the other side. Bring the chin down. So we're feeling that wonderful stretch go from behind the ear down towards the back of the shoulder. And center, let's shrug the shoulders up, roll them back and down. So just get them moving. Now, a little side bend. Let's stretch over to the side and exhale, pull back up tall. Lift out of your hips as you do that. So the more you make this an active movement, the more tone you're going to get. Let's do one more to each side. Staying really tall, keeping those hips strong. And then let's commit into an arm float. Take the arms up to shoulder height, making sure the chest is open. Let's pull one elbow back and forwards. Now we're going to keep the hips fixed, so if that isn't good for you, if you've got osteoporosis, let your hips move. But like I said, this might not be an ideal class for you. So we're really opening the shoulder, lifting that elbow. Let's add in a rotation, follow that elbow round. And center. Stay tall, keep lifting out of the hips, because if you pull down, you're not going to get that tone into the waist. Let's take one more each way. And then give me a big stretch up, arm circle, up, round and down. Into foot pedals, we're going to lift one heel. Just waking the legs up. We're not doing too many. Feel those calves start to work. One more each foot. Right, are we ready for a little parallel plie? Let's keep the arms down by the side, bend the knees, shoulders stay over the hips. So you can feel that work going into the calves, feeling that lovely stretch in the Achilles tendon. Let's take one more. Now, we'll take the arms out, cross them over the chest, lifting those elbows. Let's rise onto the toes. Steady and down. So just softly touch the heels to the floor before you come back up. Lift and down. Allow your toes to spread out. And then if you think of pressing into your second toe and your middle toe, it will keep your ankles nice and strong. Let's take two more. Okay, reach the arms out and down. We're going to come back to that little parallel plie now. So we're going to bend. Now, stay there, lift your heels. Put them down, push up. Lift, down and up. Keep really tall in your center, keep everything active. We've got two more. One last one. Now, we're going to rise onto the toes. Let's take the arms up. Okay, bring them forwards, bend the knees. Push up and lower. Take them up, rise. Let's bend those knees. Push up and lower. This is going to give you great shape in your legs. Bend the knees. Lovely toned calves. And nice strong feet. Bend the knees. Remember, if your knees don't like it, you can keep it smaller or just keep your heels on the floor. We've got one last one. And down. Okay, wonderful. From there, we're going to step one leg back. Make sure all your toes are down and your hips are square. We're going to take the arms forwards, hinge forwards, come down into a lunge. So you're going to bend both knees, press into your heel in the front foot, push up, down into that lunge, and push up. And just keep that breath flowing. Nice long deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Are your knees going forwards? Now let's hold this last one. Hold it here. Now can you pulse into that front leg? Sink into your heel. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Turn. Come to the center and push up. Now we're going to leave that foot at the back. Press back, take a lunge forwards. Draw the shoulders back, lift your chest. Pushing up, let's peel and open, stretch out and thread through. Stretch and through. Just mobilizing those shoulders. Now take the arms forwards. We're going to hinge, press into your front foot, stretch your back leg out. Let's lift the arms if you can. Lift and tap. Now keep reaching that leg away. Can you hold this last one and pulse? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you bring it forwards and lift your knee in front? And down. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to do those on the other side now. So we make sure our hips stay square. You've got all your toes down, so your heel's pointing away from you. Little hinge forwards. Core is active. Let's sink into the heel and up. Knees are going over toes. If they're not, you're maybe twisting your hips as you lower. Now this next one we're going to hold. Stay here. Let's pulse into that front leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Let's rotate. Come back. Push up. And let's ease that heel down. Lunge forward, stretch the calf, shoulders back. And up. Peeling open, stretch out. Thread it through. Stretch out. And thread through. One more. Let's take those arms forwards. Stretch the back foot out. You're going to lift and tap. Really reach that leg away. Feel it's your glute, your bum doing the work. Can you hold this one? Give it little squeezes, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are we ready to lift that knee in front? Use your core. Pull up. Lift that knee. Step it down. Stretch up. And round. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to turn into second position now. So this is feet wider than your hips and wrapping those hips round. So I want you to be able to get your knees over your toes. If they're rolled in, just bring your feet in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to stay with shoulders over hips again. Let's take a press out. And up. Press those thighs back. I want you to feel that squeeze in the back of the hips. Now leave your arms here this time. We're going to bring them down into a W, palms to the front. Try and maintain a long neck. We're going to be pushing the arms up into a V, so try not to follow with your shoulders and make your neck disappear. So we're going to come down into that plie and push out. You can go slightly forwards. And the more effort you put into that push, the more toned we're going to get those arms. Hold it here. We're going to take the arms out, pulse the hips down, keep pressing those thighs back. Try not to make it a bounce, make it more of a squeeze. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms up and push. Wonderful. Right, we're going to take a lunge over to the side now. If you want to go a little bit wider, you can. Okay, let's take the arms out. Take a lunge, turn the body. Reach, push up and over. Other side, turn and reach. Lift up and open. So it's a big circle, working the back of the shoulders. One more. And down, roll those shoulders. Okay, let's soften the knees. Walk the toes in, toes in, heels in. And we're coming down onto the mat. So just bring yourselves down safely. Make sure you're resting on the tops of your toes. We're going to bring our elbows to our knees, Spread your fingers out. Now wherever your fingertips are when you come up, pop the heel of your hand there. Okay, that's your body length. Press over those hands. Now just feel that you're supporting from underneath, you're not hanging in your back. So let's get that core active, press the shoulders out wide. Now, you're going to lower your nose to between your fingertips. Okay, send your elbows towards your knees. Don't worry if you don't get all the way to the floor. Just get to the point where you can get back up. Shoulders pressing out wide, try not to collapse. 2 more, stay forwards. Last one. Wonderful. Now we're going to take one arm out to the side. Now thread it through so that you're coming down onto your forearm. Your elbow is underneath your shoulder. Now I need to come forwards a little bit for this. Opposite leg you're going to extend. Squeeze and lift. Now the leg that's on the floor, can you squeeze your hip and turn your pelvis to the front? And down. Squeeze and down. Keep extending that top leg, work all the way to your toes. We've got one more, but we're going to stay here now. Bring the knee in, curl, exhale, stretch it out. Keep squeezing that hip that's on the supporting leg. Stretch it out. Curl it in and stretch. One last one. And then pulse that leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate. Toe down. Let's bring it in. Place the hand down. Sit back to your heels. Just take a moment. Breathe into the back. And as you exhale, curling back up. Okay, we're ready to go on the other side. Starting with our push-ups again. Press those shoulders out wide, abs in. Let's come down. Really press into the heels of your hands. If you're not feeling any pressure go there, you're probably sitting back and letting your legs do the work. One more. Now let's extend the other arm. Bring it through, elbow down underneath your shoulder. Extend the opposite leg and lift. Now we pull up and rotate. And down. This is wonderful for toning your hips. Keep those abs in tight. We're going to hold this last one. You ready for your curl? So exhale, scoop it in. Inhale, stretch out. And stretch. Exhale. Inhale. We're nearly there. We've got one more. We're going to hold and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate. Bring your toe down, knee in, and again sit back. And curl up. Wonderful. We're going to come over onto our backs for a moment now. Just release out those hips and have a bit of a stretch. So, shoulders open, pelvis sitting level. Make sure that arch feels like it's near your hips rather than near your ribs. Let's take the palms to the ceiling, step the feet a little bit wider. Now we're going to drop both knees over to one side. Keep your hip on the mat. Take a big breath in. Relax into the stretch. Exhale all the way over to the other side. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale to hold that stretch and relax. One last one. And then bring the knees up, let's bring them in. Give them a little hug. And just circle the knees. Just gently rolling on the back of the hips. Round the other way. Wonderful, feet down. Let's roll to the side and push up. And we're just going to come into seated to stretch out those shoulders. So sitting however is comfortable for you. Let's take the arms forwards. Now you're going to place one hand just above the elbow towards you. Keep your shoulder down and pull that arm across. Sit tall, breathe deeply. And release. Let's take the other arm out. Hand just above the elbow towards you. Shoulder stays down. I often see people doing a stretch with their shoulder here. You won't feel it. You need that shoulder down, neck lovely and long. And release. Give them a shake out. Let's come over onto hands and knees again to come up. And you're going to tuck your toes and send your hips to the ceiling as you push your heels into the floor. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, push and stretch. Try and lift the chest, draw your shoulders back. Soften the knees, walk in towards your hands and curl up. Let's take a stretch up with one arm and drop it down. Stretch up with the other side. Let's reach over, really lengthen through the arm. Soft knees and just roll around to the centre. And restack. Let's go the other way, stretch up. And drop. Up and over. Think of pushing your little finger away to get that stretch. Soft knees, curl round. And restack. Let's just soften those knees and take a big breath in. Reach up. And down. Wonderful. Are you ready for the week now? Wide awake, full of energy. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Any feedback would be great if you found it a little bit too tough or a little bit too easy. Let me know. And hopefully I will see you back again for this same session next Monday morning. All right, so lots of lovely people watching today. Take care everyone and enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, Wednesdays are mindful movements. So if you want something a bit gentler, connect mind and body, breathing deeply, then do join me for that. All right, take care.